Good morning, everybody. This video is here to help parents and students on how to find grades, how the grades work in our math class, how to find assignments, where assignments are located at, how to know if they're completed, and last, to find helpful material that is on Schoology to help you as well. Okay, so this is from a student's view right now. It's from a student's view, so you can see what it looks like at a student's page. As we know, there's grades to the left. We'll click on that in just a second and talk about how that works. To the right, as always, is upcoming assignments. So whatever is going to be due, you can see the date for when it's due and the assignments. Um, you can always just click on them and it takes you straight to that particular thing. Students, when we do our digital math notebook in class, instead of you having to go through and click every single folder, clicking sixth grade math, grading period 1, unit 1, concept 3, lesson 4, and then finding it, you can always just click whatever we're working on here. So for example, this week, today is the 3rd of September, we are finishing up our subtracting integers digital math notebook, so they can just click right here. It takes them right to the notebook. Okay, so that's the fastest way to get there. If there's something past due or something that you're missing and you're not sure where to find it inside the calendar, this 3 on the upcoming calendar, you can click on it and it's going to show you all your past assignments in math class. So I can see when this was due. There were some things due on Wednesday. There were some other assignments from this week. I can click back to the previous month, view things, and I can click on it and it'll take me straight to the item where I can view or edit what I have. Okay. Next, after I click on grades, this is what appears before you. As you can see, your grades are broken down first by progress reports. So the very first column, I want to shrink this back to not see it, is your progress report 1. Inside of every one of the progress reports, there's a check for understanding category, a daily grades category, and a major grade category. As you can see, beside the daily grade and major grade, you see a percentage. Your actual grade will never be posted inside of Schoology. You can see your actual grade only on Skyward. And Schoology is where the majority of our assignments get completed. So you'll always see the grade you have for the assignment. You can always track back here, but your overall grade will always be in Skyward. When you open up these categories, you can then see what grades you have inside of them. For checking for understanding, all the grades will be letter grades similar to how the spring was. Okay? All the grades will be letter grades similar to how the spring was. You either have an M for you met, a DMN, which means you did not meet, or HNE. So I have to change these H and E after a while, meaning you have not engaged in that activity. Also, beside them, you'll always see, well, not always, but sometimes you'll see a note to help you understand why you have the grade you have or what is going on. So, for example, the student received an M, even though they didn't complete the last task. They completed the majority of the assignment, so they still got an M, as well for task A. Next, sometimes you'll see this orange looking, it was a hexagon, I think it was 6 sides, yeah, hexagon. This means that the assignment is missing, okay? It means that the assignment is missing. But whenever you see this little weird looking paper sheet looking thing, that means that it has been submitted. Okay, that just means your teacher hasn't graded it yet because it's 1,000 students and 1,000 assignments, and you have to give your teacher some time to do that. Okay, but if you see this little gray looking sheet of paper, it means you have submitted an assignment. It just hasn't been graded yet. Whenever it's graded, the missing will go away and it will show what your grade is. So don't worry about that if you see this here. I will not mark that against you. Once again, this is your check for understanding. There's no percentage beside it. So check for understanding is more so, as it says, to check to make sure you guys have what you need. And when we take our daily grades and major grades, which are 4 grades, you guys can pass them. Also, as you can see here, we have 2 daily grades so far at academic, comparing order integers, exit, ticket, absolute value, and opposites. If this was missing, okay, you would click on here and go back to it. Both of these assignments are closed now. So we've had over 3 weeks to get them done, and they have not gotten done. Well, about 2 weeks, I'm sorry. Students had an extension over the weekend to get them finished. If they didn't, they have zeros for right now. That's just going to reflect on their progress report. Last is our only major grade right now for this progress report, which is our test 1, 9-4. As you can see, the student has not taken it yet, and it's not marked missing because it's not due until the 4th. So they're okay. They just have until the 4th to complete this test. Let's say, for example, a student misses class has audio or video issues, or just doesn't understand the lesson for that day, they can click on what's called our teacher recorded instructional videos. This is when you click on sixth grade math, course content information. It is a second folder here available to the students to help them. Inside this folder contains videos on all the material we cover in class. After we click on that folder, what we see then is a bunch of different videos on each one of the topics. So for example, if a student is struggling with absolute value and opposites, they can click on this video. It will demonstrate to them the definition and also give them some different examples. If they had their digital math notebook and they had issues with the notebook, I'm doing my best to make sure I always upload videos where we walk through the notebook again. And just like what I did in class, the same teaching, the students can go back and review this. So it's like having a lesson recorded to go back and watch. So this is all available, as well as different videos that we find helpful on the particular topics we're talking about. This is, like I said, in what's called the teacher recorded instructional videos. And these videos are always here. They can be used at any time students like. I highly recommend, if you're struggling with a topic, to come back and watch these videos first before you come and ask me for help. I'm going to check to make sure that you viewed these videos. If you didn't, I'm going to send you to watch this first before I even help you, because almost everything you need is going to be explained to you in here in a much better way, in a much quicker way, and a easier way to access than trying to pin me down for a conference or getting an email or a message from me. Last helpful tip. For everyone's digital math notebooks, I'm making it my goal after we finish it by 5 p.m. that day, I will post a PDF that contains the answers to the slides. It won't contain the answers to the problems, the guided practice, or the exit ticket, but it will contain answers to the slides and the parts they might have missed, so that way you can go back and review them. Okay? I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any other questions, you can always message me on Schoology, or parents, you can email me, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let's have a great year. Bye.